Tonight's just like any other night. You lay there in the dark and silence, alone, with no company other than your thoughts. You shift and roll throughout your bed, just you and your thoughts. You ponder, you plan, you fantasize. Anything to distract from the ringing silence that surrounds you. You hear a creak, a common sound to hear on such a still night. But you still recoil when the sound hits your ears. You hear this sound almost every night. But the sheer unexpectedness sets off a trigger in your head as paranoia takes over. The thoughts that once illuminated your mind are now darkened. What was once pleasure and success has now turned into demons and killers. The silence that your mind was distracting you from has now become the focus. You lie there, silent, listening for any obscure sound, hoping that the silence doesn't leave. Every little noise adds to your paranoia, and the silence lingers as you await the next unexpected occurrence. You're too afraid to open your eyes at the thought of seeing anything your mind can conjure. You lay there, alone and afraid. You lay there, alone in fear. The fear builds in your mind as you try to find a quick escape from anything it creates. You revert to your childhood solution, hiding under the covers. You pull the blanket over your head and lay in silence. You hear noises, but they don't seem as scary. You figure, if they can't see you, you're safe. The heat builds up under your blanket, but you put up with it simply for the comfort it supplies. You begin to calm down and relax, and revert back to your usual logical self. It's just you and your thoughts again, alone under your blanket. You think of how silly it was to get so scared and worked up over a silly little noise. Eyes closed, you lift the blanket off your face. As the built-up heat is released, you breathe a sigh of relief and roll over, only to hear a deep, gritty voice whisper,
"Oh, there you are."
as the sound of footsteps creep toward your bed.